Come on in.
Hi,
how are you?
Good. I'm Monica Clavoon with SuperValu.
I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you.
Taylor, nice to meet you.
Have a seat.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Well, since this is our first meeting, before we get started, I'd like to just give you a little background information on myself and learn a little bit more about you.
Great.
I'm not originally from this area.
Okay.
I went to college at Kansas State University.
Oh,
so
okay.
I graduated from there and then moved on up here after that, and I've been with SuperValu ever since.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah, and so tell me a little bit about yourself, Taylor.
I am the marketing director here.
Okay.
And I've been with the company for 15 years.
Wow.
And I have 2 boys, so I'm a
do?
mom. Very
Okay.
active little boys that are starting all the Pee-wee everything.
Yeah, what are their names?
My son's name, we actually named him Taylor.
Okay.
And my husband said, I really like that name, and I'm like,
yeah.
that's my name, honey. And then Logan.
Taylor and Logan.
Yeah, so
very nice.
we call him Tay just for short because he's afraid, Mom, someone's gonna call for me and you're gonna think it's for you. And
sure. So there's no confusion.
Exactly. I said, how about we just call you Tay for short? And he's like, that's fine. You know.
Very good.
He wanted to change his name already, and he's only 10.
Oh my gosh. So you have your hands full.
I
That's
do.
impressive. And you said you're the marketing director here?
I'm the marketing director.
Okay. Is there anyone else on your marketing team?
Just my admin.
Okay.
And she's been with me actually for 8 years, so we're a pretty good team of people.
Okay.
Because we are, smaller store group.
Sure.
But we're responsible for the 7 stores as well.
Right.
I think as we grow, we may be able to add in, more people on our team, but we work closely with the store managers, the directors, and then any of the owners, and we have an operations manager as well who kind of oversees all the stores also.
Perfect. And who is the owner for the 7 chains?
We actually have a couple different owners.
Okay.
So we have a couple people that own like 1 store,
Sure.
and then we have some that will own like 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so
very
good guys have owned stores previously, and I think it's definitely a great family, and everyone has been here for, I think I'm the newest person on staff.
Sure.
Well,
wow.
besides my admin, when you look at the team of people. So, and
Yeah.
we've been together for a long time, so we've really cohesive in our, in our group.
That's great. Well, it sounds like you have a lot of experience.
Yes.
15 years.
Yes.
Well, what I'm here to talk to you today is about your website.
Yes.
So I know that you've received some information from me in regard to our new eConnect program that SuperValu has launched last year. So I just want to go over your website as it is now and then see where you would like for it to be in the future.
Okay.
So I pulled up your website homepage a couple days ago here to print off so we could discuss some of those features that you have on there to see what you like and what you want to see more of on the page. So currently you have, the About Us, the general information there. I'm assuming you'd like to keep that, but just kind of expand on that to put all of your locations there. And I see you have here this coupon policy and then the advertisement page, but you don't currently have any coupons on your website. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
My nephew does this for us.
He does,
and so, I think part of it is how do you do it, make sure it's printing, make sure it's have any of the barcoding on it as well, will that print, etc.
Sure. So does your nephew do the website design as well as the management?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So do you think that coupons would benefit your store to have them available online for customers and then vice versa to have customers be able to use coupons they receive at the store online on your website?
Yes, I think that would definitely be beneficial. I mean, it's another way to get that information out to us.
Right. Okay, great. And then moving along here, you have the different locations listed and some other links, but I see you do list the bakery deli section, the meat section, and the produce section.
Yes.
Why do you have those on your website?
We're hoping to kind of, show people that we have those in the store, as well as, what services that they have.
Sure.
Cakes and, meats and things like that, I guess.
Yeah. And as a member of SuperValu, I do know that Baroviax is, really emphasizes your service. And that's one of your value statements to your customers. So I think it's great that you realize that you need to have those on your website so that you can provide that level of service and that knowledge for your customers to know that you have those different sections. So I think that's a really great base for where you guys are at right now, and then something to build upon to help with the customer service like you were talking about. And some things I noticed that weren't on your website currently are the free rewards or the gas rewards, the perks.
Yes, currently it's done through a third-party vendor.
Okay. And is there any difficulty with that, trying to integrate that into your website and then into your store?
It is, because we have some people who are concerned about going and putting their information out on a third-party site.
Sure.
They don't see it as our site.
Okay.
So we have some people who, they'll get the rewards when their card's scanned, but they won't get extra incentives or extra things because they're not signed up and they're not registered.
Okay.
Because they're uncomfortable putting that information in.
Right. So it's a privacy issue then for the customers.
Yes, and they don't see it as, it's not our store. They're a little concerned. So they like to make sure, especially our older demographic of users. So I want to make sure it's easy for them. If they're going to be online, that's another concern. Is it easy for our older market to grasp onto as well?
Right, and that's definitely important with keeping your customer loyalty, is offering those perks such as the fuel program.
Yes.
Perfect.
And it's a very popular program, especially when gas is like $3.50.
Exactly. And then I noticed you didn't have any recipes, or I already mentioned the coupons on here as well. Do you think customers would benefit from being able to see some of those so they can associate that with the products you sell here at the grocery store?
I absolutely think that would, because right now we do recipe cards in the store. We'll print out a sheet of paper, but after a certain period of time, it's kind of, where did that recipe go? Somebody sometimes comes back and says, "Oh, I saw this great recipe for a salad, but I lost my card," and then it's like you're trying to figure out, well, what salad was it?
Right.
And where did that recipe go?
Okay.
So I think, and especially as I've been doing some research on other people's sites, I see the recipes on there, and I think that would definitely benefit our customers.
Right, I agree with you there. And you mentioned some of your competitors' websites. So what are you looking to gain from working on your website? Where would you like to be so that you can compete with all the other grocers? I
definitely want to make sure that we are being competitive. We are appearing that we are, we are actually being tech savvy.
Okay.
We're growing with change. We're not, we're not just kind of being the same store we've been for the past 25, 30, 50 years.
Right.
But I also want to make sure that we maintain our hometown pride, because it's a very big part of our branding.
Right.
I can go out and look at Super Walmart's website, and it doesn't have any sort of personal appeal.
Sure.
So, really having a personal appeal is, very important for us.
Okay. So
even though we're in 7 different towns,
right.
We want the demographics of those towns are a lot the same.
Sure. So you want that overall brand to be able to reach to the customers.
Right.
Okay. And I think a website design that would offer a lot of customization would be really great for Broviacs.
Okay.
Just for that purpose that you were saying.
Okay.
And I know that you did receive some information about the eConnect products that we have available, but I'll go ahead and do just a quick recap of those.
Okay, that would be great, because I kind of quickly scanned through it. And I think it was as I was doing something else, and so, I wasn't really focused, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, for our advanced website package, it includes everything that's on the basic package. So some of the things that we already went over, that you have the About Us page here, which will tell all of your locations. It'll provide a map so the customers can find all 7 of your stores more easily. There's Google Analytics, so that you can track how many customers are visiting the site, and then the growth also of the website. We have, similar to what you have now with the basic weekly ad, will be on there, so your advertisements will still stay on there.
Okay.
So a lot of what you already have, some new benefits added too, but most of what we've talked about of the direction that you want to head falls within our advanced website package.
Okay.
So some things that are on there are coupons, like we talked about. And then also having a user registration so that you can also track what users are on there. They can access recipes on there and save those recipes to their user account.
Oh, that's very handy,
right.
Especially that way that they know where that recipe came from. And are we able to put our own recipes on there as well?
Your own recipes? Yeah, there's a lot of customization options with the advanced package, more so than with the basic package.
Okay.
And from the level that you're currently at, it looks like you need to not only just compete with the other grocers, but also to stand out among them.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I think like you were saying, of getting the recipes on there is a great way for you to stand out and do that.
Absolutely.
And some other of the packages offering is the custom website design, as I've said. So you can include all of these, the deli, the meat section, and the produce section with our advanced packaging.
Okay.
So I know you didn't want to lose those because they're an important part of what makes you money as the store.
Right.
So
and I'd like to definitely also look at, some of the services that they do provide as far as catering.
Right.
Because we do that for the community, and I think people know that, but this way too, maybe some ordering on, someone can do some selections and reviews online.
Sure, and it definitely gets the word out, like you said, to your current customers, and they may be potential customers too. Right. Which is great. So I love that, you've already created a website to have that base, and obviously you see the importance of having that. So what we're aiming to help you to do is just reach more of those customers and then provide a higher level of service. Okay. So that pretty much wraps up the basic and the advanced, kind of a little recap of what I've already sent you. One last thing for the advanced is that there's a mobile website option. So customers can access your website straight onto their phones. Do you have a smartphone?
I do. Okay. I do. I love my smartphone.
Do you use it every day?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so your customers, so we definitely want to put your face and your name of your brand where your customers are. Okay. So that's another good benefit to that advanced package there, which is really exciting. And the best part about this package that we offer is that you have other choices to add on for more customization. Okay. So here's the list of those, and I think they were in that packet that I had sent to you, but I'll go ahead and go over them with you again. So we have the customer interactive package, and what this does is it helps to integrate everything in there, especially with your advertising. And I know in our advertising department with SuperValu, we do work with you on creating ads and putting them out there and getting them in circulation. So what this package will do is to provide that on your online website. Okay. So what that will do is it'll help integrate all that into there, and you had mentioned the barcodes before, and your nephew tries to figure out how to get those to do that. Well, we can definitely help you out to integrate that, since SuperValu does help you with your point of sale system already. Okay, that'd be great. Did you have any questions about that part of it? No, that's a really good package to have, because it's a direction we're definitely driving towards. Okay, great. We'll move on to the next one, which is the digital coupons package. And before we had mentioned that you thought it would be beneficial for customers to be able to use coupons online as well as in the store. So that's what that package is aiming to do there. And once again, we can help you integrate that with your total logistics program. Okay, that's good to know. One concern I have is I don't have really an IT staff. I mean, I have someone who maintains like the point of sales for the stores, but we don't have someone. I mean, it's been my nephew doing the website. Sure. So I'm kind of concerned of how much time is this going to take me to work on this. As a whether it's a weekly. I mean, I think things have to change weekly on here because that's how they change in the store world. Right. So that's that concern of time is going to be not only a concern I have. I can foresee that with the owners as well. Okay, so you're looking for a way to make it easier on yourselves. Absolutely. And to keep the maintained site. Absolutely, because in the next next couple weeks we're in a busy season from now through pretty much through Super Bowl. It's very busy in the grocery business because of Thanksgiving, holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Super Bowl, New Year's Eve, everything. Okay. Yeah, well, SuperValu can help you out with that. Okay. And we do offer website maintenance support too. Okay. So that is an added benefit and something that we'll help you with. So not only is it creating the site, but also we're here to help you every step of the way through maintaining it. So we're looking to take a little bit of the load off of you. Oh, that'd be good. Don't like that. Yeah, just leave it to the experts. Absolutely. So that way you guys can focus on what you do best, which is getting the groceries out to the consumers. Sure. Right. And the electronic communications package is the next on that list. So what that one does there is it sends out email campaigns to all of the users who have created an account. And what that does is to help retain customers and give them a higher level of customer service.
Okay.
Do you think that's important to your customers and to your store?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because that would too, really being specific on what they got without it just ending up being in kind of a junk file spam type
Yeah.
thing.
That's great. And I know that you have a big customer base since you have
Yes.
all 7 stores. So this is a really good, simple way to keep track of that. And it's an automatic setup, so every time period it'll just send out, and there's not a lot for you to do on your end to make sure that runs smoothly.
Right.
So that'll help you out in that sense.
Okay.
And then the social media package runs along the same lines of just interacting with the customers. And are you familiar with Facebook, Twitter, all of those things?
Yes,
okay.
absolutely. So, and it's definitely a way that media strategies are going. Is
Sure.
what can I do online and reach out to customers, and we do some of the Facebook. We're starting to do some Twitter. So,
Great.
but just again helping to drive customers online to us at in some direction.
Sure. Well, with this, we'll actually offer you a lot of support and help give you some training on how to do that as well,
great.
which is great. And then the last part here is this online shopping package, so consumers can actually go onto your website and shop there.
Okay.
So it gives you another marketing channel for your grocery stores, and that's something that we'll help you out with as well. With the logistics.
That's great. I've had people ask, can we buy online and pick it up? And
Right.
currently they can't, but
Okay.
that's a good thing to know.
Perfect. Well, all I need from you today is just to be able to set up a meeting with you and possibly your administrator and one of the other owners.
Okay.
And what will happen between now and then is we'll perform an assessment on Baroviacs in specific so that we can tailor everything to the needs that you have.
Okay.
And we'll go over everything once again at that meeting and then give you a quote so you can gauge the prices there.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll check this stuff in here for you, which is just everything that we've already talked about.
Okay.
And I'll just have you look over this and sign it.
Okay.
What is a good time for us to meet with you? There is a 4-page assessment I'll send over to you after this meeting today, and that's really all we need from you before that.
I would probably say the best time, if we're going to do it in the next month, would be the first week of December.
Okay.
If that works in your schedule.
Yeah, I'll write that down.
And I would just talk with the other owners just to make sure that I can gather everybody, and because it is going to be a day-long process.
Exactly. And I'll go ahead and send over all the information again to you so you can pass it on to them, but it will have everything, including a price sheet of the range of the price points, and then we will go over that once again when we come up with your quote.
That would be great. I appreciate that.
All right,
I'm looking forward to having them come and see that and getting the rest of the information. I apologize I didn't look at it beforehand. But
no, that's okay. That's great. Well, I appreciate you taking your time today to meet with me and have fun with those boys.
Yeah, I think tonight we have hockey or, I don't know, Boy Scouts or something. So it'll be exciting. It's fun. They keep me busy, so that's good.
That is good.
So, thank you, Monica. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come down and visit with us, and look forward to working with you.
You too.